A big thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this week's video, but more on that later. This is what over 30 days worth of freezer meals look like. I made over an entire month's worth of food for our family, prepared in just 3 days. Not for a party, not for a storm, just for a season of life that's about to unfold.
That's too good.
It's too good?
Good, Dad.
Because this time around, I know that a freezer full of nutrient-dense food is the ultimate preparation, the ultimate gift. Past Dana will have future Danas back. I'm preparing enough food to feed our family of 3 for over 40 dinners in a row, plus an entire month of soup breakfast for me. That's a total of over 154 portions of food, which could last us a month without cooking at all, or over 3 months if we space it out a little. This way, we get to eat high-quality, nutrient-dense meals while at the same time enjoying all those glorious newborn snuggles and toddler cuddles. And it also means fewer nights trying to figure out what's for dinner. We are making the first thing on the list. Yeah? I see.
Do you recommend cleaning at all before you start a meal prep project?
I cleaned for 2 hours last night, but the kitchen was such a disaster that yes, in an ideal world, I would start with a clean kitchen. In an ideal world, I would also start with fully thawed meat, but here we are. We have a lot of dishes, and the chicken's was... Oh, what did you make?
A top motorcycle.
He's on his motorcycle.
You should probably let your meat fully thaw before you do this, but I am rushing this process.
Whoa.
The whole kitchen is rode? Where are we supposed to go? Okay, somehow it's already 1 o'clock. We ended up having a play date this morning, which was so nice, and 2 families came to the land. I planned this out so that the first day would be the things that I wanted the most. You kind of assume if you're gonna do this size of meal prep that it would take all day long. But the beauty of soup is they kind of work for you. So I've got these chickens coming out now. I'm going to shred it once it cools down and then cook this for another it's 1 now, maybe 4 more hours, and just leave all of the chicken wings, the chicken feet, the pig feet in there to really cook out all of that collagen, all of that gelatin to make it like an ooey gooey, really healing broth. I'm really hoping for like the first month of postpartum that I just get soup broth in every single day. And I'm about to get started on the beef stew. I wanted to let all of the meat really thaw properly because when I was cutting it, it was still frozen and like soak in all that salt. Okay, the kitchen is heating up. Usually I just use this pot here for stew. I'm trying to make extra, and so I'm gonna see if this little oven, I'm gonna try to fit both in. I'm really pushing this tiny kitchen to its limits. Okay. Wow, new level unlocked. My oven has like 6 pounds of chuck roast in there in a stew. So beef stew is basically done. I just have to chop some potatoes and the chicken soup is done. That was the plan for today, but it's 2, so I think I might make the shepherd's pie. The only thing is I didn't thaw beef for that. Okay, let's go get some more beef and I get some fresh air. Because we have gotten so into freezer meals, Lou actually set up some extra freezers for me in our wall tent, which is his workshop. So I thought we could head down there. Ah, so beautiful. The land is really coming to life. It's just so special. We've got the orchard started and the garden is going. And it's just so dreamy to think about in a couple of years, like most of the food that is going into these freezer meals could actually come from our land. That's our dream. And it's not too far off. This pregnancy feels so beautiful right now. 3rd trimester in the summer is glorious. Okay, so this is the chaos of our home. Dun dun dun. Do you want to see Lou's workshop? Oh, there it is. Da 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 da. I am pushing this tiny kitchen to the max. Lou and Max are out on errands. And Max and I cook so much together, but sometimes I feel like, if you're a mom, you know, the big meal prep days, if I'm gonna be cooking like this much food, I feel like having a few quiet hours, because Max doesn't nap anymore, is just really, really supportive. If I was just doing like the inch by inch moments, then Max is super amazing at that. But when I have to be like concentrated in the kitchen for a couple hours to just really crank it out, it's easier to have a little bit of quiet time. So very grateful for that today. Okay, I wanted to show you a couple special ingredients that are going into the soup. Some goji berries. They are an amazing addition to postpartum healing soup. So I'm gonna put a ton of this in. I'm also gonna put some carrots and sweet potato. The fire truck wheel isn't working?
Yeah.
Oh man, who's gonna help? So what should we do?
My gosh, Brown.
But there was a bear there yesterday, so, you know, give her some credit.
Yeah, I think she's not wrong.
Yeah. Wow. One, two, three. I think I got 6 dinners out of this. That's what I thought. It's like I made a triple bath.
Okay, good morning. It is day 2 of the postpartum freezer meal prep. It's already 11 a.m. Max and I didn't have the best sleep last night, and so it was kind of like a cuddly morning. But Lou just took Max to Home Depot, and now it is time to have a meatball party. I think we're gonna make like 200 meatballs today. Chicken and broccoli, and the shepherd's pie. Just a little reminder to, even though it's a big cooking day, take a second. Got Batch on my phone, looking at my recipes. I honestly love using Batch so much because of this. It's so easy on your phone, so I can be like, okay, right now I'm gonna get into my beef meatballs. I click in and it just goes right to it. I have all my ingredients, my recipe, easy peasy. P.S. Elsa, if you're watching this, I'm listening to your voice notes right now, and it's making my kitchen cook really fun. Doing a quick pivot to the meal plan. Decided I'm just gonna make an extra shepherd's pie instead of doing the pork meatballs because I'm already in shepherd pie land, and I feel like to do 2 different types of meatballs and all the shepherd's pie, I'm just like making it too complicated. So I feel like if you can simplify, do that. Less recipes in one day and just bulking them, it just is easier. So we're switching it up. 1 mountain of potatoes, that will be the shepherd's pie topping. For postpartum, like butter will just be so good. Okay, good morning. It's day 3, the final day of meal prep. And we've got chuck roast tacos. It's gonna be really easy, just goes in the oven all day long. And then 3 lasagnas. I feel like I've only made 2 lasagnas in this kitchen, so 3 will be interesting. So I'm using a cut of meat called beef chuck roast. It's honestly one of the cuts of meat that I first learned to cook when I wasn't vegan anymore. So we were vegan for like a decade, and then I really felt postpartum, my first postpartum, that I needed to change things up. Really restored me, this piece of meat. And so now I have it in 2 different recipes in batch. I have it in my chuck roast tacos and in the beef stew. And I use it in so many things. You can even do like, I'm gonna make an easy lasagna sauce with just ground beef, but you could do a slow roast like ragu with chuck roast. You can do so much. It's super versatile. It has a lot of like marbling or like fat throughout it. So I feel like it's like a really good fit. I love it. I honestly don't even eat steak. I just like slow cooked meat. So we eat a lot of roasts at our house. Do you want to open these? That could be fun for you.
How did
You get to poke it. You love poking stuff like that.
But we did it with these holes.
Sure.
Why is that hole like that?
I'm just gonna push you over.
Why that
There you go. A ton of pasta sauce. So if we have extra, just freeze extra pasta sauce. You can chop it as little as you can.
I chopped that dip out. I love these kind of looking. They're not really sharp.
Yeah, they like work, but they're not so sharp.
Yeah.
They're a good kid knife then.
Do they look like carrot?
You wanna try?
Yeah.
Here.
They kind of put one thing.
Carrots are a little bit hard, I think, for that knife.
So I kind of like saw that.
Yeah.
Kind of saw.
Let's assemble some lasagna. I've never made this much lasagna at the same time. And it is an insane amount of food. Is that a good snack? You want some more?
That is good.
It's really good. How good?
Real good, but too good.
Too good.
Yeah, that's too good.
It's too good.
You're good, Dad.
It's too good. Do you like lasagna, Max? Yeah.
Look how much Mom's making. We're gonna get to eat a ton of lasagna. Well, that was a lot of cooking, especially in this tiny kitchen. It's been a couple of days. It took me like 2.5 days, bits and pieces, to even get this kitchen clean after all of that. And it was a little bit exhausting, I will admit, but I think it's gonna be so worth it. I feel like my postpartum self, who's gonna be, you know, experience a different experience of tired, is gonna be so grateful to have all of these meals. I don't even know, honestly. I'll have to do the math to see how many meals we got, like how many servings, how many things, but at least 2 months of food for our family. And I know it's just gonna hold us so well in the postpartum experience. And the kitchen's back together, we're back in a normal groove, and it just feels really nice. In the moment, there were times where I think I bit off a little bit too much, but now that it's done, I actually feel amazing, and yeah, I'm glad I did it. First, thank you so much for being here. If you are about to go into your postpartum, or you're watching this to like maybe support someone you love through their postpartum, just know that It's such a special, tender, beautiful season of life, and I made a little gift for you, and it's a little PDF that has the healing soup and also the lactation cookies. So I really wanted to give you guys something to support you through this special period, and that soup is going to be the backbone of my postpartum. So if you use it, let me know, and I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, you definitely don't need to do a crazy 3-day meal prep like this. Even just making a double batch of a dinner once a week for a couple weeks so that you have a couple of meals going into that postpartum time is such a huge help. And so yeah, just like double batch of lasagna or double batch of soup or double batch some meatballs, and your future self will definitely thank you. Got my big belly growing every day. The baby is kicking so much, and it's so exciting, and I'm so looking forward to meeting this little person.
A big thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. While I was making our family breakfast this morning, Lou built this quick little sign-up page so you can download your free copy of my postpartum meal prep guide with a recipe for a healing soup and another recipe for a lactation cookie. Squarespace makes the design so incredibly easy to implement. The new layout tools are literally drag and drop. But for us, the best part is really the automatic features and the new improvements to the email workflow, like being able to set a specific trigger action so a set of emails will go out after someone purchases batch or downloads this new PDF. I love how much more dynamic and helpful this makes our products. So instead of just getting a cookbook at the bookstore and never hearing from the author, we get to send you out an entire series of emails to help make the implementation and integration of the recipes an easier and smoother process. If you're ready to build something of your own, head to squarespace.com/wildweroam for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use code wildweroam for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.